Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. And here's a look at the power rankings. Now that we've gotten into February, plenty of data to considering to go on. They're still dominant, sitting at number 1 once again.
And you know, right now for the Airmen,
they haven't done much to advance in the rankings, but they haven't gone downward either. I'd like to see signs of improvement from this team.
And a look at the starters for Omaha. We've got Ellis, and it's Milton in at the 3. And for the Storm. Now that we have over half of this season completed, Greg, what are you most interested in seeing moving forward?
I'm looking at which teams are going to make that playoff push, right? And which teams are content with slipping into the lottery. A lot will be determined over the next few weeks.
There's the pick. Ellis in the post. Strickland passes to Mendez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Omaha needs to get off a shot here. No good from outside. Down low. And that one is hammered home.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Virginia shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
Shooting. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And here is Omaha now. It's a 3-point game. Omaha moving the ball around. Milton looking around. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. First quarter, just over a minute played. Is flushed down with a nice jam.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Pass to Strickland. Here's Milton. On the wing, Ellis. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up. Kept alive. And he uses the glass on the layup. He has 5.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the put.
Well, those offensive rebounds and second chance points really pay off throughout the game.
And the Airmen decide to take their first time out here. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Fast break. Here comes Virginia. Off target at the rim.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's the try. Oh, that's blocked. Fires the 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
And again, no good by Omaha.
Not how they were looking to start the game. They've come up empty on their first 3 tries.
Feed away. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Omaha trails by 12. Pass to Strickland. To the inside. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Moves back up. Clock at 6. Second chance shot. Omaha with the rebound.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over him.
Back to Milton. Here's Logan. Shoots a fader, and he gets the bucket.
And that ends the struggle. You can feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Well, you need to have a short-term memory. You can't worry about the shots that didn't go in.
Here's Strickland. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
I mean, with the amount of turnovers they've committed, it's no wonder they're in the position they're in right now.
Last outing for the Storm, they won that game against the Warriors.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, their closeouts on shooters was impressive, and they kept them uncomfortable the entire game.
And Milton's got the ball here for the Airmen. Down by 12. Here's Logan. He just worked San Antonio in that last game.
That's a tough start for them offensively. Now just 1 for 5 from the field. They've got to find their groove.
The tray. Omaha with the rebound. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
They move the ball well, and let's face it, they've got plenty of pure shooters on that roster.
And as it goes out of bounds, Omaha able to keep the ball here. Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
4 on the shot clock. There's Ellis with the 3-ball. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Driving to the basket.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Second personal foul.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Storm?
At the line for 2.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
And he makes the first. One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point. Both shots good from the stripe. Omaha trails by 14.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Hollins. It's Ellis on the wing. He has yet to score. Out to the right wing. Out of bounds. Possession goes to the Storm. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Taking a look at Omaha.
You know, for the Airmen, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. Pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
Well, there is talent up and down this league, but with this roster, the way it's constructed, they just really can't compete with the top teams.
They set the screen. Lets it go from deep. Jacks up a three. Milton grabs the board.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
Now, here's Milton. 14 points from him the last game against San Antonio. And again, no good by Omaha. Virginia with the ball. They've gone on a 16-2 run, not allowing much. From the arc, Milton grabs the board. Omaha trails by 14. Pass to Ellis. Over to the left wing. Now, here's Milton. Here's the screen. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And when he's gotten himself to the line this season, he's come through right around 74% of the time.
And he knocks down the first one. Good on both. Virginia leading by 12. For three. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. 9 points in the game so far.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Omaha calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And it's the Airmen with the ball. It's a 14-point game. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Virginia team.
An interconference matchup. They faced these guys twice a season. And last year, they took both games.
Now here's Ellis. Hasn't made one yet. 3 on the clock. Unloads. Hollins can't get it to go. Virginia leading by 14. Out left to the wing. Omaha with the rebound.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
There's a screen. Now here's Ellis. Tight defense on him. Milton finds Hollins. And here is Ellis. The 19-foot shot. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. Out to the wing. There's the triple. And Hollins pulls it down.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Ellis the pass to Mendez. For the 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
For Omaha, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. No good on that one. So both teams making some changes here. He hits the second from the line. Virginia with the ball. They're on an 18-5 run here. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal speed. Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved. A sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Omaha trails by 13. Now here's Ellis. Still scoreless. To the middle. No good that time.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
From deep. No good on the shot. Omaha has now gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Doyle passes to Ellis. 1:46 left in the first quarter. And again, no good by Omaha.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Virginia working the ball around. Pass to Harrison. Over Ellis. And no good. His first shot of the night missing. Omaha trails by 13. 1:09 left to play in the first quarter. Mendez the pass to Doyle. Cuts off the pass. Wide open. The offensive rebound. Count that one. And the Storm lead by 15.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
And Zoelos will bring it up for the Airmen. Hollins up top. Just 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Virginia.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Pass to Harrison. Fades and shoots. He gets it in there.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
Ellis outside. Hefty move. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Virginia out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll return shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, for Virginia, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it is tough to lose when you get that many more chances to score.
Over to the wing. Here's Bush. Hits the front of the rim and out. Omaha trails by 17. So on the floor for the Airmen. They've got Drew. And it's Hollins in at the 3, the center locking down the middle. driving the lane, and it's good for 2.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And that one's good, Harrison.
What a great pass. It was on time and on target.
It's stolen by Lamb. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Harrison in the corner, 6 to shoot. Takes a 3, and Hollins pulls it down. Omaha trails by 17. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Spin.
Virginia foul call.
And Virginia making a change here.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for your Storm. Maurice Brooks. Lamb.
Hollins passes to Doyle. To the paint, here's Sloan, and here's Hollins. Brooks covering, shot clock at 5. Pass to Doyle. Lets the 3 fly. That shot misses. Virginia leading by 17. Harrison passes to Brooks. Here's Sloan. No scoring in this one. Now, here's Hollins. Doyle passes to Dawson. Wants to get it to Hollins and does. 3 on the clock, and it's good on the layup.
Well, that's just a mistake on defense. No one got a body on him.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside, Lamb. Brooks setting the pick for Lamb. Harrison in the corner. Launches a 3, and Hollins pulls it down. Hollins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Drew. Here's Doyle. Here's the screen. 4 on the clock. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Lamb.
And that was almost a block. Still getting enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Virginia working the ball around. Pulls up. And it's Sloan with the rebound.
That's just unlucky. You don't mind him taking that shot at all.
Doyle passes to Drew. To Dawson, 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Virginia.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Virginia on D. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Logan. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And now Omaha, fast break. And it's blocked. From past the arc. They get it again. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. 11 points in the game.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
Here's Dawson. He's coming off a 19-point game against San Antonio.
And he really hurt them at the free throw line.
Puts up a three. Doesn't go for him.
And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without fouling.
Omaha with the rebound. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Sinks that one from the post. Dawson's got his first bucket in this one.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
On the top of the key. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. To the inside. Off with the layup.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Inside. To the middle. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. And the Storm lead by 19. Omaha has now got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here's Logan. Pass to Dawson. Now Milton. A three-pointer off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Down low, and the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
And this would be a terrible blow. Hopefully it's less serious than it looks.
Well, you just feel awful for him. Injuries are the very worst part of this game.
Some changes for Omaha. Hollins has checked in, and it's Ellis in for Dawson. And Virginia making a change here. And here we have the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage during the past month.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
Omaha trails by 19. Ellis outside. Pass to Hollins.
And that is his third foul of the half. Now they've got to make a tough decision.
And the Storm making a change here.
Checking in for your Storm, number 87. Number 87.
Ellis with it. Nothing on the board. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Virginia.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
So we've seen the NBA, Tim, embrace analytics more and more over time. That's something you caught on to early in your career.
Well, there is no doubt, Kevin, that they're starting to go more to the analytics. The eye test is really important when you look at just what makes good basketball. But the numbers sometimes can tell you things you didn't even realize as a coaching staff.
As a broadcaster, what numbers do you look at normally right off the top? What things are telltales for you?
One thing that I really look at as opposed to individual plus-minus, give me that group of 5 plus-minus. That way I know which units are really getting it done together.
Oh, I love that. For Virginia, they've yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
so Ellis will bring it up for the Airmen. Milton sets the screen for Ellis, looking to end the run, and the shot goes in. Ellis has got his first points of the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
A moment for an injury report.
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Omaha. He said it's a sprained wrist. Doesn't look like any torn ligaments, but considerable pain and swelling. And for this team's roster in particular, losing anyone is a major blow. They'll really be missing him on the floor for sure.
Thanks, Allie. We appreciate the update.
And I'm sure the training staff is doing everything they can to ensure he's back out there as quickly as possible.
And Virginia with possession here. Omaha making their last shot to the left side wing. The three. Milton grabs the board. Milton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. They set the pick, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Ellis. He's right around 9 points a night, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And he's putting in the effort, and you can see him getting better with time.
And the minutes will increase as he continues to improve.
1:51 left to play here in the half. Beyond the arc. Omaha with the rebound. Hollins has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Strickland. And here's Hollins. Fast break. Here comes Virginia. Finish off the break. 10 points for him.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Ellis. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. Pass to Hollins. Here's Milton. It's rebounded by Virginia. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of the game. Mendez, the pass to Milton. To the middle. Here's Hollins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Omaha shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
At the line for the Airmen, Ricky Hollins. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. 29 seconds left here in the second. Virginia leading by 23. Just 4 to shoot. There's the pick. Off on the layup.
Sometimes effort is more important than size. His rebounding numbers tonight are proof of that.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Storm ahead, opening up a huge gap. From Commonwealth Center, back in a moment.
Pleased to have you tune in. What better way to start than by checking out the contenders for the dunk contest on All-Star Weekend?
We've been talking about this contest since the season began. I don't want to talk anymore. I just want to get to it.
But the selection process builds anticipation, Shaq. You know all good entertainment needs drama.
La 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 la. I don't want to talk no more.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Virginia Storm.
You know, on the boards, they've been ferocious. They've been intimidating. Reminds me of watching Big Fella out there.
You know they're going to have some bruised elbows tonight. Thank you, Kenny. That was your first compliment in 3 years.
Two.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Virginia leading by 23. Launches it. They grab their own miss. The shot misses.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
And for the Airmen, we've got Ellis. And it's Mendez at the power forward position. Strickland passes to Milton. 5 to shoot. Ellis bounce pass. Fires away from way outside. And it's Strickland missing. And for Virginia, they're shooting 39% from the floor. Up their best. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 5.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Ellis outside. Pass to Strickland. At the top of the key, Hollins. Can't cash in from the high post.
Yeah, and that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there.
That one falls.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Ellis surveying the D. Pass to Milton. Omaha moving the ball around. Here's Strickland. And again, no good by Omaha.
They started out this half ice cold, 0 for their first 3.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And what a struggle it has been yet to convert a single shot from the field.
Here's Hollins. It's rebounded by Virginia.
And that miss makes them 0 for 4 to start this quarter. Not exactly the start they were hoping for.
To the paint. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Omaha calls timeout. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Ellis outside. Now here's Milton. T right on him. 5 on the clock. Here's Mendez. No good off the back of the rim.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Milton. Pass to Hollins. Fades. And that one, good. Hollins has got 5 now.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And Virginia decides to take their first time out here. go to the 2K leaderboard and see which teams have been the NBA's best in the rebounding department.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. They set the pick. The high post shot. Omaha with the rebound. Hollins has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Milton. Nifty move. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Milton's got his first basket.
Well, that's what you're trying to do offensively. Get a shot close to the rim.
Shoots. Again, the miss by Virginia.
He is just ice cold. Luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Mendez, the pass to Milton. Clock at 6. Ellis outside. No good on the 3. Virginia has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Here's Strickland. Hollins up top from about 19 feet. And it's Omaha with another.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Fires the 3. Milton grabs the board. Milton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Strickland. Drives to the hoop. High post try. A shot by Milton, no good. For Virginia, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far.
Well, he not only forced the miss, but he also came down with the rebound.
Here's Strickland. Ellis outside. And there's the try. It's rebounded by Virginia.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. He's still up. Now he's 9 of 10.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Here's Strickland. Can't hit the free throw line jump.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And that one is good.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Omaha has now gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Milton wide open. He fires. And again, no good by Omaha. The Storm have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. They set the pick. Top of the key. They get the rebound. The steal. Pass to Hollins. Shot clock at 5. Shot from 16. That shot, no good.
Well, unfortunately, his poor shooting is not helping their case here.
Shot on the wing. Jump shot is good that time. 7 points in the game.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Tim, I can hear it in my head right now. You've called Steph Curry must-see TV. Does anyone from this next generation maybe approach that description for you?
Well, Kevin, certainly Victor Wembanyama would be at the top of that list. You're talking about a one-off when you combine that size with that particular skill set. And then Anthony Edwards would be another guy because of the explosiveness and excitement that he brings every single night.
It'll be exciting to see this next generation and see if they do impact it like the ones before them, for sure. And it's a completely new group for Virginia. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Inside. For the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
And so Ellis will bring it up for the Airmen. Pass to Hollins.
Virginia foul call. Number 8.
Stockton's checked in for Virginia. The Airmen making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Now Ellis. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. In the corner, it's Stockton. From downtown, Omaha with the rebound. Here's Doyle. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Here's Harrison. Outside Knight. To the inside. Here's Stockton. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Ellis outside. Pass to Dawson. Shoots the 3. That shot off the mark. And here's the Storm. They're on a 19-7 run. Chalk up 2 there. He's got 14.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
1:14 left to play in the third. To the paint, here's Sloan, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. The 17-footer. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Well, Omaha shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. To the middle. Pass to Hollins. Here's Dawson. Just 5 on the clock. Over Harrison. Dawson can't get it to go. Virginia has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
Fires for 3, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Virginia ahead, delivering the blowout. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Doyle passes to Dawson. Here's Sloan from deep. That shot is off. And for the Airmen, they've got Drew. And it's Dawson in at the point. Picked his pocket. Pass to Doyle. And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
Here's Doyle after the basket by the Storm. Clock at 6. Here's Dawson. Shot, high post. Doesn't go that time.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
To Lamb. Wide open look. And it's Sloan with the rebound. Sloan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Doyle. Pass to Dawson. Lets it go with the 3. Can't hit that one.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Omaha with the rebound. Here's Doyle. Here's Dawson. So when you look at different approaches to player recovery, from load management, say, Tim, to rub some dirt on it and get back in there, where do you stand on all of that?
Well, I do think teams have done a better job of trying to make sure players are protected from themselves and make sure they're getting enough rest. But I also think there are times guys should be allowed to play through certain types of minor injuries.
And Virginia making a change here. Knight's checked in. And Omaha also making a change. Williams, he's checked in for Drew. The Airmen have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Here's Doyle. There's a good screen. Pass to Dawson. Now here's Williams. They could use a bucket. Good on the three-point shot. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
The shot from 20 feet away. It's hauled in by Doyle.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Pass to Sloan. Here's Dawson. And here is Williams. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. Tim, as we look at the area of modern medicine, isn't it amazing how it's helping extend playing careers?
Yeah, it's really incredible, Kevin, how these procedures now are so much less invasive guys come back sooner and they're able to play longer. Just look at Klay Thompson gifting his 2022 championship ring to the doctor who performed his Achilles surgery. Now that's the kind of impact these doctors are having.
It really is amazing. Here's Harrison. Down low. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Storm.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And they have also done a great job capitalizing on turnovers. Whenever they get a steal, they are off to the races. They're going to try to keep that going.
Shooting for the Airmen, Ricky Hollins, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Hollins. Both free throws good from Hollins. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off coming off of his screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
And again, no good by Omaha. The Storm have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Tries again. Misses the layup.
Those are the ones you definitely have to make. Sometimes there's just enough defense to make a miss.
Ellis, the pass to Mendez. Here's Ellis. Deflects the pass. Tries to save it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Lamb. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Airmen. On Saturday, the Denver Nuggets come to town, tipping off a homestand for them. Then on Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in San Antonio and going up against the Spurs.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Now here's Ellis. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Stockton against Ellis. Stockton kicks to Harrison. Virginia working the ball around. Ellis against Stockton. Brooks with a screen on Ellis. Here's Stockton. Here's Brooks. Lays it up and banks it in.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Here's Ellis. There's the screen. Pass to Barron. Just 5 to shoot. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. For Virginia, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Stockton passes to Harrison. Pass to Stockton. This one for 3. Omaha with the rebound. Milton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Inside, stolen by Stockton. Here's Harrison. to Stockton. Harrison in the corner. Over Milton. The shot by Harrison, no good.
Wait, it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
Stolen by Brooks. Here's Stockton. Sinks the 15-footer.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
They've definitely been more opportunistic. They have pushed the pace every time they've had the chance.
And here is Omaha now, after the basket by the Storm. Back to Ellis. A free ball. It's rebounded by Virginia. And here's Stockton. Here he goes. And out of bounds, the Airmen will take it. Heights checked in for Brooks. And Omaha also making a change. Hollins is checked in. And here is Omaha now. Now here's Ellis. There's the pick. Pass to Hollins. No good on that one. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
2 minutes remaining.
Stockton outside. With the fadeaway. Strickland grabs the board.
Yeah, no reason to fade away there.
Tries it from 9. He's off on that one.
Yeah, that's a sigh of relief heard from the bench. Weak defense didn't cost them that time.
Yep, that one goes. 20 points for him.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Storm.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
6 on the shot clock. Ellis finds Milton. Misses, and the dry spell continues. And Virginia with possession here. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's Harrison. It's not going to go for him. Here's Strickland. Pass to Milton. Ellis outside. Over Stockton. Off target. So we see Virginia get the win here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And as we part ways, we present our player of the game.